Gather around as I elucidate and tell you a story when it gets late. So tonight we're doing Halloween, the movie that made October 31st goosebumpy again. It's a 1978 classic by Johnny Carpenter. We don't know exactly who we are or where we are, but as seen from the camera's point of view, we're somebody prowling around a genetic suburban house where a teenage girl, Judith Myers, is in her bedroom having a tryst with her boyfriend.
Wow!
While the couple finishes their business, we go downstairs to the kitchen, find a drawer, and quietly withdraw a butcher knife. One like this one. As the boyfriend leaves, our unseen alter ego picks up a plastic Halloween clown mask and puts it on. Our vision is now reduced to what can be observed through a pair of peepholes, but we can see well enough to find our way quickly back to the bedroom, where Judith sits patiently nude at a dressing table, combing her hair. "Michael," she asks. Her initial annoyance turns to screaming bloody horror as the knife flashes down again and again in front of the eye holes, only partially concealing the killing. The slaughter complete, the mask leads us downstairs and out the front door where adults are just arriving. This time, when a man's voice asks, "Michael?" and the mask is removed, we move to an objective point of view and realize that we have been seeing the world through the eyes of a 6-year-old boy, frozen and vacant-faced in a festive clown costume. And here's a pic of that very scene. Still holding the bloody knife, as seen here. It turns out that the little boy is Michael Myers, a 5th grader in Haddonfield, Illinois, who has murdered his older sister for no apparent reason at all on Halloween night, 1963. He will remain in a semi-chaotic state for 15 years, becoming an enigma and an obsessed for his custodial psychiatrist, Dr. Sam Loomis, played by Donald Pleasance. And here we have the little DVD. It says here on Halloween is an absolutely merciless thriller. I would compare it to Psycho. On the back we got a few shots from the show. And then we have the little remake of Rob Zombie, Halloween. A lot of people don't really like this film, but I rather enjoy it myself. I didn't really care too much for the second one, but this one's pretty good. On Halloween 1978, the year he reaches adulthood, Michael escapes while being conveyed to another facility and returns to Haddonfield wearing a cadaverous mask. The William Shatner mask. that we see here. He begins stalking a studious babysitter named Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and savagely kills her more sexually adventurous friends. It's not long, however, before he zeroes in on Laurie. And here he is, zeroing in on Laurie from the upstairs. Beyond its title, Halloween has an especially dynamic relationship with the actual holiday. Its launching of the longest-running series of sequels and reboots in Hollywood history coincided with it and contributed to the explosive growth of Halloween as the second biggest retail holiday in America after Christmas. For many years, Halloween held the record as the highest-grossing independent feature ever made. The film made over $70 million on an investment of $300,000. Not too shabby. Instantly propelling John Carpenter to the front of the line as a bankable purveyor of cinematic fright. And here we have the little, this is the Halloween Kills Ultimate Michael Myers by Neca. Nice shots of a weathered Myers here. And it comes with the two butcher knives, one clean and one bloody. It comes with this bloodied, I don't know what you'd call it, maybe something for a fireplace. And a Louisville Slugger. And then I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe somebody can leave in the comments what it's supposed to be. Some type of club maybe. And then for some reason they only include right hands. Wrapped up right hands. And then the figure itself. This nice Michael Myers figure comes in at 8 inches tall. It's got another wrapped glove hand. And then this one here that holds all the butcher knives and the bat and the other utensils. The head just got partial turning. Complete swivel on the arms. Little bend on the elbows. Complete turn on the gloved hand. And he can do the Jean-Claude Van Damme. And he bends to about there. And some pretty nice movement in the feet. Then he comes with a couple other masks. Let's set him down here a minute. This mask here, which looks pretty much like the one he's wearing. How they ever came up with poor William Shatner to be this character is beyond me. And you got this one that looks to be from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Looks like somebody's bashed his head in here. Somebody got a few good whacks on him. Not too shabby of a mask. Back to your throne, Michael. Turn on your lights. Now back to the lecture at hand. Halloween also helped fuel the ever-expanding urban mythology of Halloween, especially the belief that young people were in mortal peril on October 31st from candy poisoners, kidnappers, and serial killers. In reality, there is no more crime directed at children and young adults on Halloween than on any other day of the year. But the Halloween series continued to draw energy from the cynicism and suspicion taking social root in the wake of Vietnam and Watergate, as well as following the Tylenol tampering deaths and the Atlanta child murders of the early 1980s. What a connection. Both of which were prominently in the news during the weeks running up to Halloween. The Halloween phenomenon reconnected the holiday to its primary, if forgotten, culture purpose, a ceremonial acknowledgement of the mortality and the never-ending cycles of life, death, and the mysteries that follow. Before John Carpenter reinvigorated the holiday with ritual human sacrifice, did anyone still make a conscious connection between jack-o'-lanterns and a grinning skull? Participants in the harvest celebrations of the ancient Celts understood that life was literally in the balance of the crops failed. But today, even with memento overwhelming the media sphere, most people are still more likely to worry about the availability of pumpkin spice lattes than about having enough food for the winter. Modern Halloween is just as much about denying death, its power, as it is a surrender to it. A grim game of hide and seek with a relentlessly determined reaper. Here's a picture of Michael's alternative disguise. And then here are some pictures of Jamie Lee and Carpenter. Young Jamie Lee and a withered Jamie Lee and a withered Michael Myers. But of all the Halloweens, which ones are your faves? Myself, I like the original, the Rob Zombie remake, and the Season of the Witch, Part 3, which not a lot of people like, but I love it. So tell me, are you watching Michael this Halloween? Leave in the comments which ones are your faves. And until the next one, happy haunting! Yeah.